Oh, should we need to remove it? Edit. Hi, welcome. Okay, so let's do this free list. Okay, let's do this first free list. Whoops. Just give me a second to get this sorted. Okay, so who wants to be added? So we've got Jaguar, Bua. And we have oh, hi Sid, how are you? NRIA, Scorpio, oops, Scorpio. Right, I think I've added everyone. Oh, thank you, Jaguar. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Sid. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you, Sid. Oh, I know you're so onto it. Thanks, Sid. You're a sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. Okay. So for those that don't know, through Ko-Fi, when this came in last week, those that were on Ko-Fi got a preview. Okay. And then I've let you guys check it out. And then later on, well, ready for tomorrow, I'll be releasing this out to the public. But you guys get a preview before then. So this is a bit of a surprise. So let's start. So we've got Jaguar first. Jaguar Brewer, can you please just type in your question, please? Oh, you got Nightmare Before Christmas instead? I've got Supernatural Tarot. And then I wanted to get this one as well. And I got the Labyrinth, of course. Okay, so let's start this free list. Let me just add. What I'm doing today is donations are any amount. Okay, donations are any amount and you get VIP. Okay. Okay, so I've got, it's interesting here. Oops, 3 cards today. We're doing 3 cards today instead of 2. Okay, so the first card we have here is Temperance. So don't overreact. I think you just sort of need to sort of keep it quite moderate. If you reach out to continue talking to John, I think you just need to just be a little bit, don't get too over keen. Just keep it moderate. Keep the conversation in moderation. Okay, look at all your options that are available to you. Maybe look at things from a different perspective. Also, be careful about how much you're sacrificing of yourself as well. Be careful of how much you're sacrificing yourself. Don't overdo it, but definitely to continue talking to John, but just keep it moderate is super, super important. And allow just the change. I feel like there's a lot of changes and transformations that will be going on as this develops. Okay. So I think that's really important for you, Jaguar, to reach out, but don't do too, don't be over excessive in your reaching out. Just keep it quite neutral, keep it quite, thing. Look at how much you're sacrificing of yourself too. Just be careful of that. I think that could be really important. You know, how much of you giving yourself away. Just keep it quite neutral. I feel it is quite important not to get too over excessive. Okay, so and you will find there will be some changes, some transformations that do take place. There will be a sense of things ending, maybe some things ending as things continue. So maybe like there'll be a shift in the level of connection. So hopefully that helps. Okay, so next we have so yeah. Don't forget donation of any amount today. Little as $1. Remember, the money goes back into the channel. You're welcome, Jaguar. Okay, good question. If I'm doing shadow work, will it allow me to reunite with O? Okay, so we've got Page of Hedgehogs. It feels like there's a lot of lessons to learn. So definitely feels like if you're working on yourself and you're doing your shadow work, definitely going to help you connect with O. It's definitely going to give you new, I want to say new solutions to any problems. It's going to allow you to sort of cope better in a sort of a logical sense, which I think is really, really important here. Thank you, Scorpio. I'm from New Zealand, by the way, that don't know. And it is now 10:08 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. For those who don't know. And it is going to bring a sense of a new end. It is going to bring an achievement, bringing it into a new cycle, a new thing. So definitely, yes, working on yourself and doing shadow work is going to allow you to maybe reunite with O, but then what you do with it, you might find that with the moving into new cycles that things might change. So be prepared that things may change slightly with the reuniting aspect. Okay, so yeah, it definitely does talk about lessons learned, lessons, you know, what are you discovering, what are you developing within oneself in many ways. So it definitely gives you the possibility of an solution to the problem. It definitely gives you a solution. It does give you some ideas of how to deal with any issues and things that arise, but you may find yourself moving into a new cycle. So you may or may not reunite with O, but it will definitely give you that perspective in what you want to do. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I love that. You're welcome, Lixneria. Right. Let's see who's next. Oh, Scorpio. So Scorpio's next. Sid, you're an angel doing this. This makes such a huge difference. Makes such a help. So you guys, I haven't even released it to the public yet. If you've been on Ko-Fi, you might have seen it, because I do if you're on Ko-Fi, you do get to see the sort of the previews of some of the videos that I release. I do sort of do a bit of a preview. You do get some exclusive content through Ko-Fi, especially if you just donate through Ko-Fi. If you donate a small amount, it does allow me to put stuff back into the channel. You get lots of freebie stuff for as little as $1 a month. You get lots of free downloads, discounts, so much, you know. And for $3 a month, you get a free reading every month. Wow. 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 So I give, you know, there's a lot that goes back into the community, and I can only do that when I'm supported. Just so that you guys know that every dollar you donate goes straight back into the business and take care of me. Yes, Sid, I can focus on the fun stuff. So true. Right. Will I get back together with the person that you're manifesting? Oh, let's have a look. What do you guys know? What's going to happen when you guys get back together? Now, the reason why I started a little bit earlier today is because I always end up going so much longer. I'm lucky that T.O. wasn't on yesterday. Okay, will I get back together with the person I'm manifesting? Let's have a look. Scorpio, will you get back together? Ooh. Okay, 10 of teacups say yes, yes, yes. 4 of spears tells us that it's important that you actually remember to take time out for yourself. Says 10 of cups tells us yes, yes, yes. We'll get back together. There is that reconciliation. But it's important that you also have alone time, that you do have time for meditation, reflection, contemplation. Personal time is going to be so important as part of the process. Okay, so yes, you can go back. Yes, you can get together with the person you're with. 10 of hiccups. 10 of hiccups. Oh, I love it. 10 of hiccups. Okay, so really important for you. So just got to be careful that you don't go back to any old habits, any repeated patterns. It might give you a chance to sort of break free from any chains that keep you, anything that keeps you chained to a repeated pattern or a past habit, addiction, that sort of thing. So really important that yes, you can get back together with the person that you're manifesting, definitely. But it's so important that you do take time out for yourself. That is number one. Okay, you do need to take time out for yourself, Scorpio. Don't forget to have that isolation, that moment of breath. Just take a breath every now and then for yourself. You do need to do something for you, okay? Because it's very easy for you to get back into old habits or repeated patterns within the relationships. So just remember, take a moment, take a breath, you know, allow yourself to just be you for a moment. That's going to be a really important process for you. Okay, Scorpio, so I hope that sort of helps it. Yes, you can definitely get back together with the person you're manifesting. No worries. But just be careful you don't go into repeated patterns. You're not going into those old habits, those things that stop you from being you. Okay, and this is going to be a really, really important aspect of moving through this with this relationship moving forward. Okay, so hopefully that'll help. Okay, SP. Okay, so this is the free list we're doing at the moment. Okay, so SP's question is, ooh, good question. What's unfolding for me in the career job situation? Ooh, that is a good one. What is unfolding for you in the career job situation? Ooh, interesting. Let's have a look. I love these questions when they start with what, how, and why. So empowering. What's unfolding for me in the career front job situation? Great question. Okay, so this one here keeps popping out here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune tells us that you've got some life's ups and downs. Okay, there will maybe some life's ups and downs. Okay, but it does talk about good fortune as well. It does feel like things can be sort of better for you when decisions are made, when you're not feeling like you're stuck and you're going around and around in a circle, when you feel you can get off that, I want to say get off the grind, if you like. When you get off the grind, it's going to allow you to sort of move forward. Here we have two of hedgehogs here. Two of hedgehogs is like two of pentacles. So looking at what are you juggling? What are your priorities in regards to the career front and job situation? So things can work out really, really well for you if you can just make those clear decisions about where you want to be. So you're not going around and around in circles. You're looking at your priority, what's important to you, which is, it's interesting because the transformation, again, we get that sense of changes taking place in your life. So it does feel as though things could be really, really positive, but it's all about you deciding what are your priorities. What are your priorities in your career front job situation? If you can get that narrowed down to a focus, you can create the transformations for the better in your life. There'll be a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. There'll be, you're coming out of the darkness of whatever you're feeling. So I do feel like things could be a lot more positive for you. Okay. So I think it's about looking at your priorities. So so I think you need to narrow it down. What is your priority? Okay. What, in your current job, you need to look at what are your priorities in your current job, and then look at it, why are you working where you are? Maybe you need to look at what your alternative is, and whether you can, whether it offers you something more than, what is your priority in regards to work? Is it money or is it happiness? And maybe with the happiness, the money becomes not so important. It's still important, but maybe not as important as your happiness, your joy, you're wanting to go to work every day, where you are. So you've got to decide what's your priority, what's important to you. I think that's going to be the big thing. So definitely feels like there's some changes, some transformations, and maybe the transformation and the changes comes from the new project, or maybe it comes from the change of job. And that all boils down to your priority in the situation. So interesting. I think it all boils down to this. What's your priority? If you can answer that clearly and to the point, I think if you can answer that clearly, then you'll get your answer. If you can look at what your priorities are, then you'll get that answer. I think that's what boils down to. Okay, Genesis. Okay, so let's have a look at this. What's going to happen here? Whoa! Okay, we've got Queen of Hedgehogs. Okay, so this is all about nurturing your opportunities, nurturing your health, your wealth. Sorry, just going to... Okay, sorry. So I do feel as though it's about being organized. I do feel like I'm just getting this sense of having to nurture your health, your well-being. Is it good for you? Is it truly, truly good for you on many levels, on a practical level, on a healthy level? Okay. It's really asking, is this healthy with your ex on a healthy level? Okay. This is talking about your well-being. This is about nurturing your well-being. Okay. So we've got Page of Flowers here, which is like the sense of motivation and drive and the sense of being I just get a sense of just having this drive and this motivation to I feel like this is your ex's next move. Okay, so this is sort of a reminder about take healthy boundaries. Okay, this is about nurturing your well-being, right? And then you've got this sense of this immaturity, the sense of having this motivation and this drive, this wanting to control in a way, what, even though they may not have the experience or maybe not what you want, they want to be in control. Not necessarily that will be in control, because they've got that motivation and that drive, that desire to sort of be in control in a way, in a sense of, they want to achieve, but they don't have the experience about the situation. So you got to think about your boundaries. Let's have a look. What else is coming through? Okay, so what tempts you in this situation? What I feel like they find you tempting is lustful. I want to get like a lustful energy. Like, I don't feel like it's a true, I'm not getting true romance, put it that way. But I do feel like there is that need, that want, but yet not having the experience. And I get this temptation card, and the temptation can be very sexual energy, a very sort of lustful energy, wanting that connection, that chain, that control. I keep getting control, like they want to control. They want to control the situation. So you have to decide whether it's a healthy situation for you. I feel like it's like they want to control the situation. They want to control what's going on here. And you get that sense of lust. So you have to decide for yourself. You have to decide for yourself whether it's a healthy connection or not. I really definitely get the sense of, with the Queen of Hedgehogs here, it's really is about nurturing your health and well-being. But totally up to you what you decide to do. But here I'm getting a very with the temptation card here, is very lustful energy. It's very lustful, controlling energy. So that's what I feel. But totally up to you. Well, doesn't have to be, okay? It does not have to be. Remember, you have boundaries, okay? You can nurture your well-being. You can decide how you choose to react. You can choose to how you react to the situation. Remember, you are in control. You can choose to react. You don't have to reconcile. Yeah, totally up to you what you do. Okay, so who have we got next? Mary. Oh, right. Thanks, Sid. Big help. Don't forget, if you donate, please let me know. And don't forget, if you donate through Ko-Fi, you get lots of exclusive content. Lots of downloads and things as well. Right, what's W Gemini's next move towards you? We have the Knight of Hedgehogs. So it's a very slow, practical journey. It feels a very a very sort of physical movement forward, but very slow and to the point. Next one we have is the 9 of Swords. Feels very persevering, like keep going sort of energy. Does feel like it sort of keeps going. So you've got this very slow energy moving in. So it feels like it's going to take some time, but it's very deliberate. It feels very deliberate in some way. I get a sense of creating memories. So it's a very deliberate movement forward. It definitely feels like there's a perseverance, and it becomes something of the past. It could be creating memories of the past, but I do feel like it's creating memories of some sort. Okay, wanting to create memories. So his move towards you is going to be very deliberate. He wants to create memories. That's all I've got here for you today. It's this very deliberate movement forward. Feels very deliberate in his movement as he moves forward. And he's got this sense of creating some memories. Okay. Yeah, so it feels like he's very deliberate. I don't feel like it's soon. I feel it's quite slow. With the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very slow. And with the 9 of Spears, it's that very standing still energy, like it's very it is very sort of stopped. And he's just sort of waiting patiently for the next thing. So I don't think it's soon. He will contact you, but not soon. That's right. Yeah, you've got that, Mary. He will contact you, but it may be slow. It feels very deliberate, and he wants to create some memories. So I don't think he's not in a rush. He's not rushing forward. Feels very deliberate, very to the point, just very slow and thinking about things quite clearly before he takes action. Okay, because I feel like he wants to create some memories. Okay, so who's next? Hey, you. Okay, cool. So I'm just waiting for hey, you. And then, so where are we up? So what have we got on the list? Hey, you and Siren. Okay, cool. Thank you. What's going to happen between, okay, got this. What's going to happen between me and my Taurus? Okay. What's going to happen between me and my Taurus is a good question. What is going to happen between me and my Taurus? So what do you guys think of the Disney Alice in Wonderland? I know it's a pip deck, but I love pip decks. I think it gives me more freedom for some of the meanings. Whoa, this sort of flicked out at me. So what's this one? Page of Hedgehogs. I think there's going to be a lot of development, a lot of growth. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles, I'm getting that there's going to be a lot of development, a lot of growth between you. The growth, a lot of development. Good fortune. You might have some ups and downs, but overall, I think things are going to be quite positive. I feel like things are going to be quite positive between you. Okay. And we have the 8 of Hedgehogs. Feels like it's going to be I just keep getting like tasks completed, like a completion, a sense of I think it's going to give you closure to whatever's going on. So I think it's going to give you some answers in a way. I feel like it's going to give you some answers, but it feels quite positive. Like overall, it feels like a really, really positive energy. Okay, it may not be a long-term relationship. Okay, it may not be a super huge long-term relationship, but it's going to be a great relationship while it's in the thing. So it does feel as though there is going to be a lot of development, a lot of growth. It does feel like things are going to be quite positive energy with the Wheel of Fortune here. Feels very good fortune, good things happening. And then with the 8 of Pentacles, or 8 of Hedgehogs, should I say? Oh, excuse me. Eight of Hedgehogs. It does feel that sense of closure, that task completed. So it feels like it may not be a long-term relationship, but I feel like it's going to be a good relationship in the moment. Okay, so just enjoy the journey. Feels like you need to just enjoy the task at hand. Enjoy the task at hand. Just enjoy the task at hand. Enjoy the relationship. Enjoy it for what it is in the moment. I feel it's very much about being in the now between you. So hopefully that sort of answers your question there. Okay, Siren Sienna. So Siren, it's been quite interesting. Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is somewhere where communication needs to come into play. I'm going to tell you that before I even start the reading, Siren. Communication is going to be your number one. Okay. Communicate. That was my first thought. As soon as I read that, as soon as I read your question, the first thought was you guys need to communicate. You guys need to be on the same page. Okay. And it's all about how you either trust them or you don't trust them. Okay. Okay, Siren. So it's all about your trust. It's all whether you can trust them or not, whether you have doubt about the relationship. I think that's the first thing you need to think about. Okay, so let's have a look. First one we have here is about things being excessive. Okay, it's trying to bring everything into moderation to bring the changes that you need. So it's maybe, are you acting with excessive energy? Okay, a lot of it boils down to how you feel about the situation. Can you trust your intuition? Are you bringing in past? Are you sort of bringing in past issues? Have you been cheated on before by a partner? This is what's happening here? Because it's all about that control, that sense of trying to control the situation that's going on, whatever it is. That's what I sort of get the sense of. I just keep getting control. The sense of being excessive in what's going on. If you've been hurt in the past, sometimes you can be bringing that into the future. So you've got to try and calm that energy down, because said Foley, please have your question ready. Sad. It's made me laugh. Okay, so it's all about, maybe you're trying to control the situation because of the past issue. So a lot of it could be about dealing with that situation here. It's about having success, having victory, contemplating on the direction that you actually want to move in. So are you trying to make things, a black and white situation because of the past? Okay, so maybe there is something, if you're bringing that energy into your relationship now, it can affect the success of the relationship. So it's like, I'm getting like a sense of, is this really happening? Or is this your mind playing tricks on you? Because sometimes your mind can play tricks on you, on the situation. It's like, I get this sense, it's funny, I just got the sense of trying to fit into something that's your idea of what could be happening. So it's like, I feel like there's a need to communicate. I definitely feel like there's a need to communicate. Okay. And this is quite a major impact on you. This is such a major thing for you. That is something that you have to deal with. You have to contemplate. You have to reflect on. If you want success in the relationship, you have to work through these control. I get a sense of working through these control issues, or these issues of things that you may have in regards to your, I want to say, behavior, or your thoughts, your emotions. and things like that. It does feel like a sense of your, everything sort of getting a little jumbled, but it's quite major. It's a major impact on you. So this is something that you might have to work through. There is a lack of communication. I just feel like there's a lack of communication. There's a bit of a my way or the highway type of energy coming through. So so if you've been hurt in the past, I think that can really affect your current relationship. So if you really want the success, you have to do some contemplation, some sense of, reflection in the direction you're actually moving into. So hopefully that sort of gives you something to work on. I actually don't see him cheating. I don't see other women in your, in the mixture, but I do feel like you have to communicate. Okay. I'm not like, it's nothing sort of came up straight away about that issue. It was more about how you're feeling, about your past, your behavior. Yeah. So I hope I'm not being too harsh or being too critical here, but it's about your own thoughts. Yep. Gave you clarity. Cool. Okay, Sid, have your question ready. Oh my God, you're so funny. You crack me up. Hey, Siren, I'm pleased that gave you some clarity. Don't forget, guys, if you donate for further detail, for more information, you're going to get an oracle reading as well. You're going to get oracle cards with your reading. So these are the oracle cards that I've chosen today to go with the I don't know why, to go with the Alice in Wonderland, because I don't have an Alice in Wonderland oracle deck yet. Still got to save up for one yet. So I finally got my pearls of wisdom I'm waiting for, and I've got the bark flower oracle, bark flower cards coming, remedy cards coming too. Right, okay. So my parents are not doing well emotionally, physically, mentally. Back up to my question. Oh, backdrop. Okay. So will a long-term stay with them to referee, if you will, be the right thing for me to do? Okay, that's a good question. So what will happen if Sid does a long-term stay to referee? Okay, what's going to happen? Oh, this one here popped out. So, oh, this is interesting. Let's have a look at your first three cards. First thing is that things feel like they're doom and gloom. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it's all about breaking down the barriers, right? Breaking down those, taking a leap of faith, being able to rebuild in the design that needs to happen, right? I'll find out about the weeks yet. I haven't focused on that yet, but definitely feels like you're breaking down hi Ashley. So I do feel like you're going to be breaking down barriers. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to be doing, is breaking down some barriers, being able to have the relationship rebuild, or their emotionally, physically, mentally stuff go on. So I do feel as though it's going to be much better here. We have the star here, so it does talk about like a wish fulfilled. It does feel like there's a light out of all the darkness. So I do feel it's going to be beneficial. They definitely need help. Yep. And so we have the 5 of Spears. So you've got that sense of being in a win situation. I do feel like maybe everybody's feeling a little defeated, but I do feel like there's a win situation coming in here. So there could be some arguments, there could be some could be some other stuff going on, Sid. Okay, now I just feel like I just do need to add an extra card here. We've got the 7 of flowers here. So there is that thing of being able to make sure you're in alignment. Make sure you're choosing decisions that you're able to think clearly about the path that you want to take. There'll be arguments, no doubt about that. Okay, so that came through quite strongly there. Okay, that's cool. Okay, with the 5 of Spears, that's about arguments and things like that. So here we've got the 7 of flowers, which is like the 7 of or 7 of wands, right? 7 of wands. So you've got that sense of feeling like you've got that sense of not just choosing wisely, but being able to sort of stand up for convictions and things like that, standing up for what you believe. Like I said, there's going to be some conflicts. There could be some bullying going on. So you might have to sort of stand up for yourself a little bit as well, which is really, really important. Now, let's just add Sid on it because you're one of the mods. So with all the extra little things that you do, let's just add, whoa, that just flew out. It's going to be a bit of a balancing act, okay? So make sure you're going to be referee. Okay, so with the balancing act, okay, I do feel like you need to take care of yourself as well. So I think you're going to have to take time out for you. Remember just to take a breath. You might go for a walk every now and then and just clear your head, clear your space, clear your energy. I think everything's going to be a real balancing act, but definitely worth doing. Okay, so you want to know whether it's going to be 1 week. Let's have a look. You'll need to be really centered. Okay, how long will Sid need to be with her parents? Need to be with parents. How long? How long? Let's have a look. Okay, she's got 2 cards here. We've got 1 and 9. Don't give me 9 weeks. Sagittarius. Okay. So I'd say 1 week, right? I'm saying 1 week. No, I think it's going to be, you're going to be with them for one. I think you can be with them for what? 1 week. Oh, don't say 19. I think it's going to take about 9 weeks for them to really get through. I think it's going to take them a long time to actually get through whatever healing they need to do. Okay, Sid, I think you can be with them for about a week. Okay, be with them for about a week. Okay, be with them for about a week, I think. And then for the 9, I think it's going to take about 9 weeks to really get through the process. I think they're going to take a bit of time to sort of get through whatever's going on with them, their health-wise, their well-being. Should I say their well-being? So I think it's going to take a bit of time to sort of, I think that just gives them time to sort of do the healing. I think the healing process is going to take some time. I think you can be with them for about a week or so, and then after that, it's really up to them, whatever that needs to happen. Yeah, maybe you'll need a break after a week. Definitely. Because this is going to be pretty intense. This is going to be pretty intense. Okay, so hopefully that sort of gives you a bit of clarity there, Sid. Now, what you guys just saw is because of all the work that Sid does and helping me with these lives. Okay, so with the support from Sid, it's a little bit giving back. So don't forget, if you guys donate even $1, you'll be a VIP and get a little bit more. Donation readings, just get that little bit extra. Okay, so free list. Yeah, stay away from your mum. Okay, cool. So free list at this time. Still got about half an hour. Now, if you actually go through Ko-Fi, for those that don't know, it's actually automatically connected to PayPal anyway. Ko-Fi is automatically connected to PayPal, so not a problem there. But if you go through Ko-Fi, you do get exclusive discounts. You do get, yeah, I've still got about another half an hour. So that's really cool. So if you go through Ko-Fi, you will get exclusive discounts, previews, resources, downloads, readings, all sorts of little bits and pieces that are extra, depending on what the support is on the Ko-Fi, of course. So don't forget, it is Ko-Fi, does actually go through automatically to PayPal, automatically connects to PayPal. So that's really cool. So just remember, just knowing that. Okay. Okay, Erica Meiji did a spell for me on Fiverr in March. Oh, sweetheart, Sid. Oh, you are sweetheart. Oh, you draw my ebook? Oh, you're an angel. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you feel from the ebook. Oh my God. Thank you. My ebook is How to Enhance What You Already Have. Oh my God. You don't know how much that means to me. Well, I hope you enjoy the ebook, Sid. Love to know your thoughts on it. Okay. Ashley, Erica Maggie did a spell for you on Fiverr, and you want to know whether it worked. Okay. Did the spell work? Tell me about the spell. You might need it, Sid. It'll be good for you to take that break with the ebook. Right. The spell work. Let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, we've got 3 of flowers. So this is really about a pause. What was your goals? What was your intention with the spell? It was all about your intention with the spell. Okay. Justice. Actions of consequences. So it was all about your intention with the spell. Okay. What was your intention with the spell? Were you focused? Were you focused on that? Were you truly, truly focused on the goal of the spell? It does feel like I'm definitely getting a sense of equilibrium, balance, actions of consequences of actions taken. So it does feel interesting. 2 of flowers also tells us that there is that sense of the world's your oyster. It was unlimited action taken. So it was all about your thoughts, your choices that you made, your sense of belief, if you like, your belief in the energy. So if you believed it worked, it worked. It's all about the consequences of your the actions taken. So it does feel as though it did on some underlying level, should I say, underlying level, sort of under the surface. It does feel like it did work on some level, but it was all about your choice, your next actions. It's all about your next actions and what you need to do to revive the spell. Maybe this is something that you can do yourself. I find spell work is so personal. It's so personal. Okay, Ashley, I think spell work is really, really personal. So it's all about your next action. What action do you choose to take next? So I do feel like there was an underlying energy of it working. But it's all about your next actions now. What's next for you? Okay, Ashley. So yes, I do feel it worked on some level, but now it's all about your next action, what you choose to do now. Okay. What is Summit's? Whoa, it's me being clumsy. All right. Ooh. Right. What is his feelings towards you? I'm getting a very sort of interesting, because I'm sort of getting a materialistic energy. Quite a sort of a surface energy. Very sort of physical energy towards you. Feels very youthful. Very young energy. Okay, so it feels very young energy. Interesting with the Fool, new beginnings. Okay. Very, very interesting cards here. So let's have a look. Okay, so I'm getting a very physical energy here. A very much sort of down to earth, new beginnings type energy. Lots of new things to explore. It feels very new. Feels very new. And then we've got this sense of, with the King of Teacups, it's like he doesn't really, like he's kind and caring, but he's not going to show all his emotions. Okay, I feel like he's going to put his emotions to one side. He's not really going to go deeply into his emotional aspects of it. Okay, so I think that's really important for you to feel like he's got this real physical movement towards you, like there's this new beginning, new possibilities, but I don't feel he's going to put all his emotions into the situation here. So I don't think he's letting his emotions show too openly. So it definitely feels new and feels fresh and new beginnings, but I don't feel like he's going to show all of his feelings straight away. I think this is a lot of a very, he's going to be kind and caring towards you. And he definitely feels like he wants the new beginnings, wants new possibilities, like with the Fool, shows you new beginnings, new possibilities. And with the Page of Hedgehogs, definitely a physical new path for you. So quite interesting to look at. Okay, so that's really important there. So just take a moment, take a breath, and just enjoy I want to say enjoy be in the now. Be like the Fool and just enjoy the journey in the moment. Be very much in the now. Smell the roses. You know, take a bit of a risk. Take a risk. Take a leap of faith. Open the door. I just got to open the door. Right, so who's next on the list? Lisa. Right, Lisa. Oh, this is such an angel. This is making it so easy. Okay, will the person on social media actually? Whoa, okay. Okay, I feel like it's juggling their emotions, juggling everything around them. I feel like they're juggling their, what they should do. It's definitely movement forward. Definitely feels like there's an achievement, movement forward. So it definitely feels with the Seven of Flowers. So there's definitely that. Oh, it feels like there's a lot of conflict. Okay. I feel like there's definitely some shifting going on, and there's just definitely some movement. I do feel like there's a lot of juggling their juggling things around. I do feel like there's some conflicts and things like that. So I'm not getting that they're going to contact you as yet. I don't see a soon contact. They may do, but not just yet. There may be some contact, but just not yet. I think they're still trying to juggle things around. I think they're still trying to, I feel like they're doing there's a lot of stuff going on in their life. So I'm just not getting that they're going to contact you soon. I don't feel like there's contact soon because there's a lot of stuff going on. I feel like they need to shift. This is a shift that's needed in their life at the moment. So, and I still feel like I just feel like they're dealing with a lot of stuff. I don't know if they're dealing with someone's dealing with some conflicts, and just wondering if there's a third person. Just wondering if there's a third person that's stirring the pot, which is why you might not get the contact soon. Just wondering if there's a third person that's stirring the pot here. With the Seven of Flowers, I'm getting sort of like a third person coming into the picture. And so there's that sense of like they need to stand up for themselves in some way, but maybe they're being whispered. And that's why there's conflict and stuff. So, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like the contact is going to happen soon at the moment. It just feels like there's a lot of stuff going on in other areas as well. Yes to the third person. I knew. Oh, thanks, Sid. That's a big help. That's good confirmation for me. Thank you. I definitely felt like there was a third person. Okay, so we got AJ. Oops, I need to type it in once, sweeter. Don't know why that happened. It came up twice. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Let's do... Okay. Give me a card for dermatology. Give me a card for dermatology. That's the skin, right? It's about the skin. So have you... So you've chosen... Oh, okay, so this is what you're choosing. Terminology. Okay. This one tells me there's going to be a lot. It brings a lot of changes. Dermatology brings you a lot of changes in your life. Okay, there is going to be huge changes. There could be a light out of the darkness. It does feel like you're going to be moving through into new possibilities with dermatology. Okay, so let's have a look at psychology. Psychiatry. Sorry, psychiatry. Whoa. Okay, Page of Flowers tells us with psychiatry, it's going to be about the messages. That's interesting. Okay, so dermatology brings you a lot of transformation, a lot of changes going on in your life, right? Psychiatry brings you a lot of messages and things like that, which is interesting because psychiatry, I suppose, is about delivering. Very different. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they do. So one's about maybe changes and things about the skin. You know, there are changes, going to bring changes to your life in many ways. And then the psychiatry is going to bring you a lot of internal messages as well. It could be about, if you go through the psychiatry, it could be about you revealing your own messages for yourself, your own development, your own, I feel like you're going to be dealing with some childhood. I just got childhood messages. So psychiatry could bring up your childhood stuff. Okay. I think this could be an outward transformation. If you're looking at the dermatology, it could be a very outward, very outward experience, where the psychiatry is a very internal. Okay, let's give us an overview. Yeah, well, it's not about being financial. It's actually about what's going to look in turn. This is a very external transformation. This is a very internal transformation. If you do psychiatry, it cannot be about financial abundance. Psychiatry cannot be about financial abundance. Okay? This is what this is telling you. This is a very internal message. Very internal. Okay? I have the Hierophant here. Okay, so the Hierophant tells me it's all about your lessons. It's all about your education. It has to be about a commitment. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. I definitely agree with you there, Sid. Sid, I so agree with you. That's so true. That's why I said it's a very internal thing. It cannot be about finances. It cannot be about money. If you do psychiatry, it cannot be about money because you have to continue to connect with your client. It cannot be a financial fix. If you're going to do psychiatry, it has to be because you really want to. Okay? Has to be because you want to. You cannot be financially based if you're going to do psychiatry. Whew, no. So with the Hierophant, it's all about your faith, all about your belief, your education. Okay? And the key to being able to open up to yourself personally, I think with the Hierophant here. I totally agree with you there. It's not about financial abundance at all. You know, you're going to connect to your patients with psychiatry. It has to be on a real personal level. It has to be on an internal message level. It cannot be finances. So if your only motivation is finances, then it's going to be the yeah. If it's only financially based, you're not going to do so well. But you'll get the results. As long as you get results, people will come. That's right. But if you're doing something you really want to connect with people with psychiatry, where you keep, if it's not financially based, it's going to make a big difference. But totally up to you, AJs. But if you want to do psychiatry, it cannot be financially based. If your only reason to do the job is the finances, then dermatology will be your only option there. Or maybe you need to look somewhere else. Maybe you need to look at your own faith, your own beliefs, your own education. You know, what you're going to put into it. Whew. Right. Next is Nina. Another 15 minutes, Sid. Okay, so tell us about this relationship between Nina and this person. Don't forget, if you guys even donate $1 through Ko-Fi, you become a VIP. Does not have to be $3 if you go through it, or $1 through PayPal, of course. If you do $1 through PayPal, it doesn't. You do not have to. You'll be a VIP. You don't have to. So, yep. Last call for readings. Because this was a surprise one. This was an extra stream this week. Extra stream. Well, I wanted to show this deck. So, tell us about this person, their relationship. Got 8 of hedgehogs. It talks about closure. It talks about tasks being completed in some way. So what are you actually holding on to with the 4 of hedgehogs here? So we've got the 8 of hedgehogs, which tells us it's about a closure, about a completion of something. So it could be like a short-term situation, or it's a commitment to finish the tasks that need to be done. So it could be a sense of closure. It could be short-term with that situation. But it's also about what are you actually holding on to in regards to this situation. Is there a thing about letting something, is there a need to let something go? It's interesting because it feels very physical. It feels a very physical energy. It's interesting here because I'm getting like a lot of pentacles or hedgehogs in this case. And we've got the sense of being supported through this. So could be very much just about enjoying the task at hand. So what are you actually holding on to in regards to this situation? So it might be something that you need to sort of look at. He reached out and wants a relationship. Okay, so it's about, so what do you, so maybe this is something that you need to look at for yourself. You need to look at what are you actually holding on to? What do you want for this situation? In regards to the support you need, being recognized, you could be recognized. Maybe you feel like he's recognizing you for who you are as well. Recognizing you for who you are. Does he recognize who you are at this time? See, if you feel that your thing is, you can still have a relationship and not be physically see, I'm just getting a sense of, just give me a minute here. I'm just feeling like I'm just gonna, this card here keeps popping up. 9 of teacups. Okay, we've got this sense of emotional, I want to say emotional preparation. It's like you're preparing for something, hoping to attain something emotionally, but not actually achieving it. It's like a wish. Sometimes wishes don't come into reality. So this is going to be something that you're going to have to do a lot of think. I feel like there's a lack of thought, a lack of analyzing what's actually going on here. Maybe you're, I don't know whether you're, maybe trying to overanalyze things as well. Distance. The thing is, distance shouldn't matter. If you guys want to be together, you should be together. There shouldn't be anything holding you back. If it's difficult, there's something for you to think about. I feel like there's some thought that needs to be done here. Definitely feels like there's a lack of communication for sure. I feel like there's a wish, but not a will. When there's a will, it'll happen. If it's meant to be, it'll meant to be. But I'm just not getting it. Like, I feel like there's excuses being made. Oh, I don't know where that came from. I feel like there's, sorry, I'm going to say this, Nina. I feel like there's excuses being made for it not to happen. Oh, that's right. It's Happy Memorial Day for you guys. I feel like there's excuses being made for it not to happen. Yeah. Well, I feel it's very much short term. Yeah. Nina, I hate to say this, but I think it's about moving on, moving away from. I feel like it's closure. Yeah, he's making excuses and you want, yeah. It's just you guys are not on the same page. You guys are not on the same page. I think you really have to make a choice in moving forward. But totally up to you what you do. Totally up to you. Yeah, I'm just not getting anything. I'm just not getting movement forward on it. I'm getting very stuck energy. There's preparation, but there just doesn't seem to be any closure to it. Yeah. Okay, Desert Rose. Okay, so that's the last of the free list. Yep, cool, thanks. He's very stagnant, yeah. Okay. Right, how is my person feeling about me? Currently in some separation, but you are communicating. Ooh, that's a good start. Okay, separation, communication. So what's going on with this relationship? Don't forget, guys, if you're really happy with my reading, don't forget to, down below in the description box, you'll see a link for the review page. Please add your review. Also, don't forget to check out my Ko-Fi, check out my other pages. You can find me all over the place. You can also find a link to make playing cards to the decks that I create as well. Go and have a nosy at those. Just go and have a nosy at make playing cards and have a look and see some of the decks that I've created. They may or may not interest you. Don't forget, if you go through Ko-Fi, there are some free downloads as well. Okay, Desert Rose, let's have a look. Okay, so Desert Rose. Okay, I just feel like I want to say everything's in suspension. I just get that sense. I'm actually getting a literal suspension, like everything's in, like you're in a void. I want to say that you're in a void, that you're just suspended in the air. You're just suspended in the moment. I just feel like everything is being suspended in the moment. Okay, we've got Page of Spears. So we just keep, I feel like your person is just searching for an internal truth. I feel like this person is looking for some internal truth, some mental truth, some perspective on the situation. Okay. Now it tells me there's hope. Definitely feels like your person is looking for some internal truth to what's going on. Okay, some internal truth. But I do feel like there's hope. Your person is thinking about a hope, that there's possibility of hope in this moment. So everything's in suspension at the moment. Everything's just in that total thing. So this person is looking for some internal truth. They're just looking for the truth of the situation. They want to know what's actually going on. and they've just got a sense of hope. They've got this possibility of hope coming in. Maybe they've got a wish to be fulfilled. They're hoping for their wish to be fulfilled in some way, but they're looking for some internal truth. Okay, so I do get a sense of confusion about the whole situation. I feel like there's a lot of confusion about it all, trying to find some mental truth about what's actually going on. So yeah, I do feel like there is this need to continue to communicate. There is this need to communicate. There is hope in the situation. Right, last reading are we up to? Unless there's any donations, of course. We're getting the last readings. I really need to close off because I've been on for what, an hour and 16 minutes? Yeah. Oh, you didn't explain fully about why you needed space. Okay, so there's that need to continue the communication. Okay, that's why they're a little confused. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, I really need to quit. Unless there's any donations, of course, that come through, I will do donation reading. Leave space for a donation. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, don't forget, guys, you can find me Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as here on YouTube, of course. So you can find me all over the place. Whew, last reading. Okay. I really need to have a coffee and chill for a bit. Oh. Remember, I'm on tomorrow too. So any donations in that I will do as well, but I really want to, I have got some things that I do need to do. So if I haven't done your reading today, don't forget I'm on tomorrow as well. If you donate, you're definitely guaranteed a reading, of course. So I'm just waiting for Insanity Rose, and I am on the last reading. Right. Karen's current, do they still, oh, it's Bella from Twilight. Oh, this has been a repeated pattern. This is a repeated question. So this is going to be the last time I answer this question. I will be on tomorrow. I just got some things that I need to do today. I really need to get some things done. I've done absolutely nothing yesterday, and the day's actually got some sun shining, so I need to do some jobs. But I am on tomorrow. And don't forget, you can book a private reading through me with Ko-Fi. Some great discounts if you remember. So does Karen, let's have a look. I have answered this question before. Thing is, when you obsess about something, the universe is going to give you some answers that you may not like. Okay, 10 of Hedgehogs. Wealth and abundance. With the Hermit and isolation, lessons learning, wisdom gained through silence, and a long journey. So basically, if we look at these cards here, we look at the 10 of Hedgehogs. Yes, they still see you from Twilight. Okay, so your silent, your knowledge comes from silence. So not thinking about it too much, not talking about it too much. You're going to gain a lot of knowledge. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom, and it's a long journey with this situation. So basically, yes, they still see you as Bella from Twilight, and they will continue to do so for a very, very long time. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, so that's it from me from doing, so what I'm going to finish with, I'm going to do a pick a card, pick a pile. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with pick a pile. That's my last thing, guys. So if anyone wants a reading that hasn't had a reading, the only way they're going to get a reading now is through pick a pile. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, or 3. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I'm going to finish up here with pick a pile. Everyone loves these. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm actually going to do 2 cards per pile here, but I'm going to add an oracle card to it as well. So oracle cards, I think I'm actually going to add. I'm actually going to do Lisa Williams, Intuitive Soul Oracle cards. I love this deck. Okay. Okay. So 1. Oh, Sid, you're a sweetheart. Oh my God, Sid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I have to share this. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you for being a member. Oh, you're going to get some good exclusive content. Okay, so go back to pick a pile. I lose it. Okay, so, oh no, I'll just leave it on that. That's okay. So, right. Ooh, pick a pile. Okay. So, oh, yeah. I'm actually going to do 2. I'm actually doing a little extra here. And I'm going to add a blessing card. Okay, you guys have been spoiled today. I'm finishing off with a big one. You're going to get a blessing card too. Blessed be card too. I want to welcome. I love my new members. So, part of the family. Love you all. Blessing card as well. Right. So, has everyone decided on their pile? Pick up 1, 2, or 3. Okay, if you picked your pile, take a nice deep breath. Let's clear the air. Okay, so we're just preparing the energy. Nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, ready? Okay, pile number 1. Let's have a look. Pile number 1 is 4 of hedgehogs. Definitely talking about I just get the sense of putting something aside for a rainy day. The need to put something aside for a rainy day is super, super important because it allows you this ability to celebrate. Okay, I feel like there's a celebration coming into play here. Okay, so I feel like there's a need to actually put something aside for a rainy day is going to be really, really important because it's going to enable you to celebrate things coming on. And I feel like there's a sense of unconditional love, but a need to sort of nurture oneself in many, many ways. A need to nurture oneself. Now, music could be a really big thing. Maybe there's a sense of a creative writing, and awakening one's own passion, following one's own passion is going to be really important. So putting something aside for one day is going to enable you to celebrate. And then this is going to allow you the sense of nurturing yourself in many ways and being able to follow your passion at all, and being able to forgive forgive others, forgive yourself in many ways as well. So that's pile 1. Okay, pile number 2. Okay, Knight of Hedgehogs tells us it's going to be a very long journey, and there might be a sense of, again, you get that sense of nurturing your desires, nurturing your passion. It seems to come up really, really strongly here. And this could be in regards to any question you've got. It's about exploring the truth. It's about diving deep into it. Okay, so that's really important here. So what you're doing here is going to be a long and slow journey as you nurture your passions. You explore the truth of what's actually going on for you, because it feels like there's a lot of hidden messages going on, and it could be in relation to being at home, a sense of security at home. It could be something within your family. It can be in the security of your home. Definitely feels it's to do with home in there. So you could be about exploring the truth, nurturing your passions, and it could come from being at home as well, being able to sort of really look at the hidden messages that are going on within you. Okay, so that's number 2. Okay, number 3 here is a sense of taking a moment to pause. Okay, you're taking a moment to pause. You're reflecting on the past. Okay, it does seem to be cats. No, it's a dove. That's a dove. Butterfly. Okay, so what was I up to? Sorry, pile number 3. Oh, it was all about taking a moment, taking a pause, a reflection on what your path lies ahead. Okay, take a moment to pause, because it's all about the sense of memories of the past. It's all about reflecting on the past. It does feel like you're reflecting on the past as you allow yourself to spread your wings and fly. Spread your wings and fly. It's really about living life. Okay, it really is about living life right now and being able to find the right words to speak, to being able to communicate clearly is going to be so important. Okay, so it's super important here. Being able to sort of to find the right words, be in the now, live life to the fullest. It's about having that blessings, those allowing yourself to spread your wings and fly. I feel like the sense of moving forward in many ways. There can be a lot about reflecting on the past. I can feel yourself being in a moment of pause as you reflect on the past. But it reminds us to fly, to grow, to develop. So I really hope that helped and guided you in the moment for those that I couldn't do a reading for, or I didn't do a reading for, or wanted a little bit more information. Working with a combination of tarot and oracle cards really gives you the option to really explore maybe a thought or an idea. All my tarot decks have a theme. Now, I am hoping to get an Alice in Wonderland oracle deck. Now, the only one I found, of course, is okay, but maybe I might find something better later on. But I like all my decks and themes, really, but I just felt like color-wise, these sort of 3 decks sort of seem to go really, really well. So, yeah, that's it from me. So I am going to say cheerio. Oh, pardon me. Whoa, I just dropped box. Right. So we're ending soon. That's it. So, right, that's it from me. If you want to book a reading, a private reading with me, don't forget to check my Ko-Fi. So let me just go into share screen. Just want to finish it off with this here. Just to give you an idea of being on Ko-Fi. Okay, you can buy a soy latte, of course, but you've got the introduction level of being a member for $1, and then you've got the $3 per month, and then of course you've got the exclusive content available to you only if you are a member, a supporter. You can be a member or supporter, of course, and a supporter is just someone who donates one-off. Just shows you what's sort of going on. Let's have a look at the shop. Let's have a look at my shop so you can see what services are available to you. So there's readings, of course, a variety of readings, whether it's 20 minutes or a half or an hour. And then we've got some member only stuff, of course. So if you are a member, there are certain discounts and certain posts that are exclusive, or certain services that are only available to you. Now, as a member, you're also entitled to a $30 transcendental dimensional healing service. Okay, now it's only available for members for $30 at this time. Of course, this is the ebook that Sid was talking about, how to enhance what you already have. There are some downloads, of course, that are available to you for free if you're a member, discounted. And then we've got the we do have some free downloads for public anyway as well. These is a major arcana deck I created, clip art for fun, that you can print out. So let me just show you a little bit here. I sort of created this for fun, so that's why I've just done it as a free download. It's just a major arcana card. So I just want to share that with you. I also, if I go back to, wait a minute, let me go back to here. Oh, shoot, I better get going in a minute. Okay, so I also do commissions. Commissions is digital art where I create a unique piece. It takes some time for me to do it. It is spirit-led. So, yeah. So you can go through and check out the commission menu as well. Okay. So, whoops. That's it from me. So I just wanted to share that there. Okay, so time for me to finish up.